what the fuck? I love you, man, but Jesus. I don't know what to even say after that. That was fucking impressive. Fuck that poodle. I guess next is Jeff Burk, who's weirdly enough doing something more pleasant. I think about cute shit. All right. So, I don't know if Jeff needs any introduction. He's like everyone's favorite kind of lovable golden retriever person. But Jeff is the author of Shatnerquake, Cripple Wolf, and the very ineffective Haunted House, which is out from Flash Books. He is the founder of Section 31 Productions and the host of Jeff Attacks. You can find him on Twitter at Jeff Burk and at Section 31P. I'll give a hand of applause for Jeff Burk. Woo!
So we just did that panel where we were talking about like the really fucked up shit that pretty much just turned into stories that all of us were telling about times we almost died, and I still have not like publicly told the story that will depress you and you wreck your day, and I'm not going to do it right now. So if you're interested in that, please approach me later. I'll be more than happy to tell you about it. But I want to tell you something about a real thing that happened that is so cute, so wonderful, and just fills my heart with glee. This entire convention is all themed around horror, so I'm going to give like a little refreshing chaser here. Everything I'm about to say is 100% true. So last year in a small town in West Virginia, they were having a problem with the raccoons. That the raccoons were becoming very unafraid of humans. They were walking everywhere. They were coming up to people. They were just behaving very un-raccoon-like. Now, if you, I never saw raccoons until I lived in Portland, Oregon. They didn't have them in part of Pennsylvania I'm from. And raccoons normally want to stay away from people. So the fact that the raccoons are trying to come up to people, this is cause for concern. This is specifically cause for concern for rabies. So there was concern that in the area there was a massive rabies outbreak. So local law enforcement managed to catch 2 raccoons and they put them in a cage. And they called whenever there's a person that comes in to give the health diagnosis on raccoons, and the person came in and they took a look at the raccoons, it's like, this isn't rabies, this is something else. So then they did blood tests on the raccoons, and they sent it out to a lab, and this was all done on the same day, and the results came back because this is a potential public health emergency outbreak, and the results came back. Turned out the raccoons were drunk. You see, this West Virginia town, its main industry was apples. And it was the perfect weather conditions that year with heavy rainfall and big apple production. That what was happening was the apples were falling on the ground, getting super wet from all the rain, and fermenting. So all these raccoons that were wandering all over town were actually all fucking drunk. And so the authorities in charge had to put out a public service announcement over, yes, we're aware that all the raccoons are acting weird. Do not be scared of them. All the raccoons are actually just drunk right now. Now, the ending point that I want to leave you on is those first 2 raccoons that were caught. The local police actually kept them in the cage, and they built a raccoon drunk tank. And there were cops that, for their shift for that night, spent the whole night overseeing and sobering up the raccoons, and then they released them out in the wild. And I just always wonder about when those officers went home to their family the next day, about like, so how was your overnight shift? I had to take care of some drunk raccoons. And I just find that incredibly heartwarming. Thank you very much.
That's fucking amazing. I feel like those raccoons were definitely channeling Lisa's spirit. I love Lisa so much. We will. She'll call me just randomly at night, and like we'll just have big drunken conversations together. It's wonderful. So those raccoons were definitely the spirit of Lisa, just channeling that. So actually, I'll be reading next. I guess I should introduce myself. My name, as I've said before, is Luciana Williams. I am from San Antonio, Texas, and I am a trans woman who has had kind of great difficulty living there. And I guess what I'm reading right now it's kind of based on my fears and my emotions about being a trans woman in Texas when it has become increasingly hostile towards people like me. So this is from something called Bygone Girls, which is something I'm working on. More details on that later, I don't know when. But I guess I'll just start reading this. All right. Robert crashes into the door with inhuman force and knocks it straight off its hinges, sending me flying into the bathtub. I scream as my retro cell phone slides across the room and the sharp pain inflicted by the tub's porcelain tears through the nerves in my back. Robert stumbles across the moldy wooden floor, kicking the door into the wall with one of his sunburned, sandal-clad feet. He snatches me by the feet and grabs me towards him, laughing as I drop my tough girl facade and sob like a child prisoner who knows she's at her torturer's mercy. I reach for one of his veiny, supersized arms and plead into his deranged hazel eyes. I'm relieved to see there's a bloody square-shaped dent in his forehead from being smacked with my Harrington Award trophy. I already considered him unfuckable, but now I've destroyed all chances of anybody ever dating him. Maybe that's good enough. If I die, I hope Chad can move on and remember me as a powerful woman instead of the victim Robert is turning me into. My mind explodes into desperation as the prospect of becoming another casualty of transphobia sinks in. I blurt out the first bluff that pops into my brain. Old West will skin you alive if you do this to me, Robert, but I promise, I won't snitch if you just let me go. I cringe as soon as I say it. The threat sounds forced, even to me. He punches me in the face for my insolence. We're way past worrying about your boss now, you cock-sucking tranny cunt, he snarls. Fuck Wes, fuck you, and fuck all of you cush-pushing faggot hippies. When will you get it through your delusional brain? You aren't real fucking gangsters. You're a glorified support group. Oh, and fuck your cum-guzzling boyfriend too. He grabs one of my breasts in his right hand and smacks me across the face. You're so fucking disgusting. What kind of pathetic excuse for a man makes himself grow titties? And what kind of loser wants to marry you? Seriously, do you suck his dick? Or does he prefer your little flaccid cock in his mouth? He slaps his hand onto my panties and grimaces as he fondles my balls. I understood the gay thing, he continues raving. I'm heteroflexible myself, for fuck's sake. I didn't give you any trouble when you were wearing scarves and strutting around like Elton John, did I? But what even are you now? I can't even call you by your name anymore. How is that fair to me, asshole? Your name is Luca. Even your family knows that, but they're too pussy to say it. What kind of heartless pervert even makes his mom cater to his cross-dressing fetish? You're depraved. I'm doing them all a favor by killing you before you take this insanity any further and kill what little respect they have left for you. His words tear my heart to shreds and render me mute. He tugs on my fishnet leggings, and I struggle to shove him away. He pummels me in the face faster than I can defend against. I suddenly remember my phone is lying across the room and scream at it in the hopes of distracting him. For the love of God, you blue-blooded bastards, send help, please. My name is Luna Watts. I'm at 2506 Rooster Ridge Road in apartment 1102. My roommate is trying to kill me. Robert glances over to the flip phone and scurries off of me to pick it up. God damn you, Luca. I'm not going to fucking prison for this shit. I push myself off the ground and wince as I leap over to the toilet. The sharp pain once again rips through my back like razor wire as I lift the porcelain lid off the toilet. Malice calms my suffering as the weapon's weight settles in my hands. This will do. Robert chuckles as he notices the misdialed number on the phone screen and turns around to face me. The second he does, I smack him in the chest with the tank lid. He stumbles backwards into the door frame, desperately gasping for breath. I hit him in the ribs twice more, eliciting a loud crack from inside him. He collapses to the ground, gurgling up blood and clawing at my combat boots. I shriek and kick him in his dented forehead. I'm not even close to done with you, bitch. Get back up. I gave you a choice, remember? You chose to kill me, so finish the job, Bobby. I'm a sissy, right? So how come you're on the floor like a stupid sniveling cunt? Stand up now. Lucky, no. Luna, please. I can't move. I think my spine is broken. He whimpers between gurgles. Oh, now you're using my name? What good is that supposed to do? Do you think that'll convince me to stop breaking your bones? You're dealing with a heartless, cross-dressing freak who doesn't even love her own mother, remember? I drop the toilet lid onto his fingers and stomp his face into the granite. His lungs are filled with too much blood for him to even scream anymore, but I haven't given up on fishing out more satisfaction from what's left of his body. That's for touching my balls, you fucking closet chaser. Your spine isn't broken, you pussy. Get up! You felt so strong a minute ago, didn't you? Well, by all means, show me what a man you are. He weeps into the puddle of blood beneath him, and I spit on his back. And I'm supposed to want to be like you? How pathetic. I'd rather be a woman. I snatch the tank lid back off the ground and bash it into his skull so hard his neck pops out of his socket. A fiery sensation envelops my heart, like mist rising off of dry ice, and my hands tremble from this adrenaline. I drop the blood-drenched lid and close my eyes to meditate on the romantic Italian dinner I missed tonight. The fantasy explodes into faceless chaos. Fuck! My heart is racing so fast I can't breathe. I didn't do any of that in self-defense. I fucking murdered him. Shit. I dig my lavender fingernails into my arm. I still feel Robert sliding his fingers across my crotch and grabbing my testicles in exaggerated disgust. I hear the phantom sound of his breathing, growing heavier, and the distant internal voice that believes every degrading thing he said about me. I gave him a choice to stop attacking me, and he wouldn't, for fuck's sake. I tried to end it all peacefully, so please stop judging me. I didn't ask for this. I squeeze the phone in my hands and sob. Will the cops believe me when I tell them it was self-defense? I dial 911 and focus on the keystone tone instead of the hell inside my brain. I use the back of my hand to wipe the blood from my swollen eyelids. A stern, husky voice suddenly answers the line with a terse, 911, what's your emergency? I vomit the liquefied remnants of Scooby-Doo mac and cheese into Robert's brain-splattered hair. Ma'am, are you injured? What's your emergency? I scoff at the responder's disingenuous tone and take another deep breath before I answer her. My roommate tried to kill me. He almost succeeded. Are you safe, ma'am? Where is he now? She asked listlessly. He's smashed to bits and beyond resuscitating. I groan as the agony from my numerous broken bones finally rips through the adrenaline. I'm at 2506 Rooster Ridge Road, in apartment 1102. Please send an ambulance and the cops, I whimper. I don't think I'm okay. She starts in her mechanical tone again, but I interrupt her. Please don't send men. I don't trust them. I'll send what's available, she retorts with no small degree of condescension. I slam the phone into the floor and scream as many F-bombs as humanly possible at the top of my lungs. I probably should have called Wes for help, or run instead. But it's too late to worry about that now. I hope my friends will visit me in prison.